It started like any other day for Kansas City Chiefs fans. Practice sessions, team updates, and the usual buzz about the upcoming game. But out of nowhere, one moment between Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift set the internet on fire. The instant fans saw Travis's new message to Taylor, everything changed. What looked like a simple gesture quickly turned into one of the most emotionally talked about moments of the year. And now, everyone from NFL analysts to Swifties is trying to figure out what really happened between the league's most famous couple. Travis Kelce has never been one to shy away from expressing his feelings, but this time, it hit differently. His message wasn't a typical post-game shout-out or an interview clip. It was something deeper, something that made fans stop scrolling and say, "Wait, did he just say that to Taylor?" It came just after a big Chiefs practice, when the tight end looked visibly emotional. His words hinted at a mix of gratitude, frustration, and love, all directed toward the one person who's been in the spotlight with him for months, Taylor Swift. Ever since their relationship became public, Travis and Taylor have been under the kind of attention few couples could handle. Every look, every lyric, every sideline reaction, fans analyze it all. But recently, things seemed a bit quieter. Taylor's been traveling the world for her record-breaking Eras tour, while Travis has been locked in on football. Both of them have insane schedules, but somehow, they've managed to keep their connection alive. That's why this new message surprised everyone. It sounded like something more than just a romantic gesture. It felt like a response to something big happening between them. When Travis first met Taylor, nobody knew how serious it would get. A fun moment turned into dates, and those dates became a full-blown love story that fans couldn't get enough of. She was showing up at Arrowhead Stadium, cheering in the VIP box next to Kelce, and every game she attended became an instant headline. Even NFL broadcasters couldn't resist mentioning her name every few minutes. But over time, as the season went on, the noise started to fade, and fans began to wonder if the constant attention was starting to take a toll. That's why this new message has hit so hard. During an interview after practice, Travis was asked about Taylor's latest tour stop overseas. Instead of his usual light-hearted tone, he paused. He took a deep breath and said something that fans are still replaying on social media. Sometimes you don't realize how much someone means to you until you can't be around them. Simple words, but the emotion behind them was heavy. Chiefs fans immediately connected the dots. Was Travis missing Taylor more than he was letting on? But then Travis did something unexpected. Just hours after the clip spread online, he posted a photo on his Instagram story, a throwback of him and Taylor laughing together at a Chiefs game. The caption, "No matter the miles, you're still my home." That one line sent fans into a frenzy. Thousands of comments flooded in within minutes, filled with heart emojis, crying faces, and disbelief. Chiefs fans started saying this was the sweetest thing Travis has ever said. Swifties called it proof their love is real. But even more interestingly, a few people noticed that Taylor liked the post almost immediately, something she doesn't often do. Behind the romance, though, lies a reality that's been tough for both of them. Travis is in the middle of another intense NFL season, and being one of the league's most recognizable players comes with endless expectations. Taylor, meanwhile, is juggling the pressures of performing in front of millions while managing a relationship that the entire world seems to be invested in. It's not easy when every camera is waiting to catch your every move, and every quote becomes front-page news. Insiders close to the Chiefs' locker room say that Travis has been laser-focused lately, but those who know him best can tell that something personal has been on his mind. He's been quieter, more reflective, not distracted, but definitely emotional. One teammate reportedly said, "He's all about football right now, but when it comes to her, he's different. You can tell how much she means to him." Fans saw that firsthand when Travis caught a touchdown in last week's game and made a subtle heart gesture toward the crowd, the same one Taylor often makes during her concerts. That tiny motion sparked thousands of tweets, all wondering if it was meant for her. Even Patrick Mahomes was caught smiling on the sideline, as if he knew exactly what his friend was doing. But what truly stunned fans wasn't just the public message, it was what came next. During his podcast, New Heights, which he co-hosts with his brother Jason Kelce, Travis was asked about the viral moment. He laughed at first, but then said, "You know, I think when you care about someone, you find ways to let them know, even if you're on opposite sides of the world." The way he said it wasn't scripted, wasn't performative, it sounded raw, genuine, and straight from the heart. Jason teased him, of course, but the internet wasn't laughing. Fans were crying, editing clips, and sharing tributes to what they called the most real celebrity relationship of the decade. Even sports reporters, who usually focus on stats and highlights, started including Travis's quote in their reports. It was no longer just about football, it was about love, connection, and the balance between chasing greatness and holding on to something meaningful. Meanwhile, Taylor Swift, ever the storyteller, might have responded in her own way. During her latest concert, she changed a lyric in one of her songs, replacing the usual line with, "I am missing your touch from miles away." Fans erupted, convinced it was a direct response to Travis's post. The timing lined up perfectly, and suddenly, this message exchange became one of the most wholesome storylines in both sports and entertainment. But of course, not everyone saw it that way. Some critics called it a distraction for Travis, especially as the Chiefs prepare for another potential Super Bowl run. They argued that he should be focused entirely on football. But others pushed back hard, saying that the emotional strength he gets from Taylor might actually be fueling his game. And honestly, the stats might back that up. Since the start of their relationship, Travis's numbers have remained elite. He's still Mahomes' most trusted target, still delivering clutch performances when it matters most. Inside the Chiefs organization, there's nothing but support. Andy Reid even joked once that Taylor brought good luck to the team. Players have said that Kelce seems happier, more grounded, and more motivated. And fans? They've embraced Taylor as one of their own, the Queen of Arrowhead. Still, this latest message from Travis hit differently because it reminded everyone that beneath the fame and the headlines, there are two people trying to make love work in an impossible spotlight. His words weren't about showmanship, they were about sincerity. He wasn't declaring something for the cameras. He was reaching out in the most human way possible to someone he misses. As the week went on, reporters tried to get more out of him. During a post-game press conference, one journalist asked if Taylor would be attending the next home game. Travis smiled and said, "We'll see what her schedule looks like. But she knows she's always got a seat here." It wasn't just a playful response, it was a quiet confirmation that the connection is still strong. Chiefs fans loved it, cheering online with messages like, "That's our guy, loyal and real." And that's what makes this whole story so captivating. It's not just a Hollywood-type romance, it's two people navigating real challenges with grace. Every time the spotlight tries to divide them, they seem to find new ways to connect. Every rumor that says they're drifting apart gets crushed by moments like this. Honest, emotional, and real. As for Taylor, sources say she's planning to attend one of the Chiefs' next home games during her tour break, and fans are already counting down the days. If she does, it'll be another unforgettable moment, one that will likely break the internet again. Because when Taylor Swift walks into Arrowhead, it's not just about who she's there for, it's about the energy she brings, the support, and the connection she shares with the entire fanbase. And Travis? He's got a job to do, helping lead the Chiefs back to another championship. But he's also learned that it's okay to show emotion, to be open, and to let the world see the softer side of a warrior. His message to Taylor wasn't just about love, it was about strength, vulnerability, and the reality that even legends have hearts. So when fans ask, what just happened? The answer might be simpler than anyone expects. Travis Kelce didn't just send a message to Taylor Swift, he reminded the world that love isn't about grand gestures or headlines. It's about staying connected when life pulls you in different directions. It's about reminding someone that no matter where they are, they're still your home. The story may keep evolving, but one thing is clear. This couple has become more than just a media sensation. They're a modern love story that keeps unfolding before our eyes, showing us that even in the chaos of fame, schedules, and expectations, real emotion still finds a way to shine through. And if there's one thing Chiefs fans and Swifties can agree on, it's this. When Travis Kelce speaks from the heart, everyone listens. Because sometimes love isn't loud, sometimes it's a quiet message that travels across the world, carried not just in words, but in meaning. One that says, I'm here. I miss you. And no matter how far apart we are, you're still the reason I smile. And that's exactly what this moment was, a message not just from a football star to a global icon, but from one heart to another.